I do have to go to work, so I'm going to be as fast as I physically can right now. But I wanted to show you guys what I just barely picked up from the Sephora VIB sale. And like I said, I have to go to work in like 20 minutes. So fingers crossed that we can get through this quickly. I know that I've been uploading a lot of haul videos lately, but this is the last that I have for a little while. I'm not planning on buying anything probably for a month or two, so maybe I'll put myself on a no buy or something. I did pick up a couple powders. I have been lusting after this for a little while. I have a little teeny, like super miniature size of this, and I've hit pan on it. I've had to repress it, and it's almost finished. So I decided to pick up the Charlotte Tilbury Airbrush Flawless Finish Powder. That's what the packaging looks like. And then this is what the actual packaging is. They had a version that was like the limited edition version, but I really didn't like the packaging of it. This is legit probably one of the softest face powders that I've ever used. So I mean, it's just a face powder here. I got the shade number 1, which is in Fair Pale, or just Fair, and I'm thoroughly enjoying this so far. I do have dry skin, and nothing, it's not making me look overly powdery or anything. So this has been working really well so far. I also picked up the Hourglass Powder. So I had the travel size of this a couple years ago, and I finished it off, and it seemed to stick around for a very long time, and I really liked it, and I wanted to repurchase it again, but they don't have the small travel size version available, so I had to get the big guy here. This is the Hourglass Ambient Lighting Powder in the shade Ethereal Light, and this is the lightest one that's available in just their regular powders. I really like this stuff. This stuff is crazy expensive though. I don't remember this being as expensive as it is, but this just has the softest touch to it. Like, it's extremely soft, and like you can run your finger in there and barely any powder gets picked up, but it's so fine and it's so smooth. And I've kind of been doing a combination of using this Hourglass powder with the Charlotte Tilbury one. Like, I did that today, and I think like I do have a shadow coming in, but I do like the look of both of these together, but I don't think it's at all necessary to use both of these. What is this, like $80 or $90 in my hands right now? That's just stupid. I did get another of the Makeup Forever full cover concealers in the shade 01. So this is the lightest shade available. I do have this at the, like, just the inner corner of my eye, just to kind of brighten up underneath the eye area. Sometimes that looks like really dark some days. So I got another one of those. I'm just super nervous that they're going to discontinue this, so I keep grabbing one with every sale. So I have probably 2 or 3 of those in my back stock, but I go through them. Like, I actually use them up. I did pick up a handful of cream eyeshadows this time around, and I tried to not go too crazy, but I did make one final order, and it kind of pushed me over the edge. But I haven't heard anybody talk about these. These are the Smashbox Always On Cream Eyeshadows, or Cream Shadows. So I picked up 2 shades of these. These are freaking awesome. I picked up the shades Sepia and Ochre, as you can see there. So I wanted Sepia to be just something I could put all over the lid and just toss some liner on and mascara and call it a day, just like a one and done kind of shadow. And then I got Ochre because it's just this really beautiful, like a mustardy yellow sort of shade. This is what the packaging looks like on these. And like I said, I haven't heard anyone talk about these at all. So let me give you some swatches of these guys. They're blended out here. This first one is Sepia. This is Ochre. Ochre is so beautiful. I think it's my all-time favorite out of all the cream shadows that I picked up, just because you can put it all over the eye, like throughout the crease, underneath the bottom lash line, really smudge it out, blow it out, and it just looks so beautiful and like almost like a grungy kind of effect on the eyes. But those are beautiful. They set down, they dry down. You don't have a lot of time to work with them, but once these dry, it's extremely difficult to get these off of the hand or the eye or anything. This is from Rms Beauty, and I never tried the ones that were in the pot, but I did pick up one of these eye lights. I guess this is the new version of their cream shadows. So this is what the packaging looks like here in case you were to purchase it outright. I picked up the shade Blaze. It does come with this little key, so you can kind of twist it down. You can twist the packaging down because it's metal, but it's gonna be a minute before I need to use that. But it is nice that it comes with that. So these, you take the cap off and they start exploding. I have lost a little bit of product that way, but that's okay. Yeah, it's just exploding out like crazy. They're so messy. Okay, this swatch got out of hand really fast because so much exploded out, but that is a swatch of Blaze there. This is so beautiful. I like to just dab this sometimes just on the outer corner of the eye. Sometimes I'll do it all over the eye and smudge it down underneath as well, but it is really gorgeous. It almost has like a cooling effect on the eye as you're dabbing it on too. You can use a brush and smudge it throughout the crease, but you gotta work quick, and it really does dry down super fast. So that was Blaze there. Let's see, we'll talk about this one since we're talking about eye products. I finally picked up one of the Urban Decay 24/7 Moon Dust shadows in the new packaging. So this is what the new cardboard looks like there, and the new packaging on these is really interesting. I kind of like it. This one is in the shade Cosmic, and this has went in and out of stock probably 10 times in the past month. It's so obnoxious. Every time I go to order it, it's out of stock. So that is what it looks like there. I do have like a glare coming in, like a shadow coming in, so it's kind of hard to see, but I like just dabbing my ring finger into the Moon Dust shadows and just dabbing them onto the eyelid. I don't like using a brush with these. I have Cosmic swatched right there. It is so difficult with this lighting. I've got a shadow right here, but it's got these insane micro shimmers. It is absolutely beautiful. It almost has like this wet look on the eye. So I was gonna dab some on, but my makeup is a little crazy today as it is. I don't want to go too nuts right before work, but it is super glittery, super shimmery. This one's just a light wash of like a sheen on the lid. It looks really beautiful. So I do like this one, but I like it with more minimal makeup. I also picked up one of the Sephora Retractable Waterproof Liners. If you watched my last haul video, I've been on the hunt for a green liner and like a specific tone of green. But I've used up the black one of these in the past from Sephora. I really liked it. So I decided I will go with the shade Olive. I was pleasantly surprised. I couldn't swatch this in store. I live hours away from a Sephora. So I was pleasantly surprised that that green was as pretty as it is. And it actually looks green when you're swiping it out. So I'm excited to play around with that one. I actually haven't used this one on the eyes yet. I've only swatched it. I have one more item here from Hourglass, and this is the travel size that I was talking about with that ambient lighting powder. When I was talking about the ethereal light powder, I used to have a little travel size that was about this size of this one, but I decided, since I haven't swatched these in person and I hadn't seen how they were in real life, I hadn't swatched them at all, I decided to stick with just the travel size version of the highlighter. So I got the Hourglass Ambient Strobe Lighting Powder in the shade Incandescent Strobe Light. I know there's an iridescent and an incandescent, and I think this incandescent is the one that's the lightest. Like it has the most, it'll show up the most. I guess it's more silvery. It doesn't have as much of like a cream base or anything. So that's what it looks like there. It looks a bit dark in the actual pan compared to like the ethereal light that I use as a face powder. So if you want to compare those two, like, whoa, there's a big difference there. But this is actually what I have on as a highlight today, and I think it's really beautiful. So I can do a little swatch. I mean, you can see it, but that is Incandescent light right there. And this highlighter is not a blinding highlighter. You can build it up a little bit, but it's more of just like a nice soft sheen, like a really smooth sheen on the face. And I'm very pleasantly surprised with these highlighters. I thought they would be super intense, but this one's a really good one. I do recommend it if you have super fair skin. It's not too dark, so that was something I was extremely worried about, that it would be way too dark and the base color of it would be too dark for my skin tone. I do have 3 of the Grande Lash MD Lash Enhancing Serums. I bought 2 of these from the Sephora sale, and then Grande Lash actually gifted me one of these through the Octoly website, which was extremely appreciated. Each one of these boxes is a 3-month supply. And so technically I have 9 months of lash serum here, but these really do make my lashes longer and they look thicker when I put mascara on. I've been using this stuff for a couple years now. I absolutely love it. I do have a photo on my Instagram. I'll put my Instagram here in case you're curious to go back and look and see the before and after with my lashes, but I do see a difference. It does say on the box here, 91% saw longer looking lashes, 94% saw healthier looking lashes, and this stuff is just freaking amazing. I love it. I haven't been without this since I started using it a couple years ago, and it does take a good 5 weeks, I would say, of continuous use before you start seeing the results, but it is worth it. They are pricey, but it is worth it in my opinion. Oh, I almost forgot. I did pick up one of the Danessa Myricks Color Fix foils. So this is a waterproof liquid pigment. You can use it on the eyes, lips, or cheeks. I picked up the shade Milky Way. This is it right here. And this is kind of like the Cosmic shade from Urban Decay, the Moondust shadow that I picked up. This is what the packaging of these look like. And I've never swatched any of these in person. There's a ton of them. I really need to go in store and swatch some, but this is beautiful. This is like super shimmery, glittery. I'm just gonna kind of like dab it around. This looks absolutely stunning when you just kind of layer it all over the eye and just do like a thick black wing. It looks beautiful, but you can't really see the shimmers and the glitters here. It looks amazing on the eyes. Just take my word for it. I'm trying to find some good lighting here, but it's impossible in this lighting. These do dry down insanely fast, and I've only played with it a couple of times. Let's see if I can do a better swatch for you. So that is it there. I'm just gonna kind of dab this up and down like I would on my eyelid. Can you see how shiny and beautiful that is? Like the foiled effect is legit with this product. So that was the shade Milky Way. It's absolutely stunning how it's catching the light, and it just looks wet on the eyelid. Like, it looks amazing. But I'm excited to play around with this a little bit more. My husband did end up buying me the Flower Bomb Nectar perfume from Victor and Rolf. I tried the original version and I've smelled the ruby one. I don't really like the ruby one, but this one, the Nectar one, oh my goodness, if you like a sweet fragrance, this is delicious. This is like a sexy grown-up version of a really sweet kind of candy fragrance. It's like a sexy candy, a sexy floral candy. But this is beautiful. I really like this. I've been using this like crazy, and I know I should be focusing on my other perfumes that are in my project that I want to use up this year, but this one's so good. It's hard for me to put down. I did pick up one of the Lawless Forget the Filler Lip Plumping Line Smoothing Gloss. This is what it looks like here in the packaging. And then this is the actual container here. And I really didn't hear anybody talking about this. I just saw it on the Sephora website. So I was like, we'll give it a try. It sounds interesting. So I picked up the shade George. That is a terrible swatch, but that is the shade George right there. I'll actually throw a little bit on. I really just have a clear lip gloss on my lips right now. It is super thick. It reminds me of the MAC lip glass formula. The scent is just slightly sweet, but incredibly thick. I don't notice my lips being massive, but it does kind of like smooth out the lip lines on your lips. So I'm still playing around with it. I'm still, you know, learning about this product. I also finally picked up the Becca and Smashbox Underwrite Brightening Corrector. I never tried it before Becca and Smashbox collab together, but I'm super excited to try this. I've been holding off on using it until I finish off my Tarte CC corrector. So I did pick up the shade Fair/Light. That is it there. I'm super stoked to try this stuff out. I'm not even gonna use it until I finish off that other one though. I'm sticking to my word. But I've been dabbling with Underwrite correctors lately and I've really been enjoying them. I also have another one of these from Shiseido. This is the Ultimate Sun Protector Lotion, SPF 50. I love this stuff. This is the only SPF for the face that I've tried that does not break me out. It's so weird. So I have this one, it does not break me out. I just got the little travel size version of it. And then Shiseido sent this other one here to me in an influencer box. This is the Essential Energy Hydrating Day Cream. This only has an SPF of 20. This one breaks me out like crazy. And it makes me so sad because look at this. Look at this jar. This is a beautiful cream. I wish that I could use this, but unfortunately this one breaks me out. I'm gonna have to use this on like my neck or my arms or my tattoos or something. I'm really sad about that. You have no idea. It's been a minute since I picked up a blush, but I bought one of the Clinique Cheek Pop Blush Pops in the shade number 14, Heather Pop. I've wanted this shade for a couple years now. I just never bit the bullet and bought it. Sure, let's pull it out. This is what Heather Pop looks like right there. It's a beautiful, kind of muted sort of a tone. So that is a swatch of Heather Pop. It seems to have a little bit more pink to it than I was expecting. It's a little bit more of a brighter pink, but I think it'll look very similar to what I have on the cheeks now. So that was Heather Pop right there. I had a freebie here. I can't remember how I have a freebie in this. Oh, I had turned in 2,500 points for a $100 gift card. So I had the Bumble Heat Shield Thermal Protection Mist that I got as a freebie here. And then I also have the Bite Upswing Full Volume Mascara. So this is supposed to have like berry wax or something in it. So I'll try it out. I've heard good things about this. I think it's Thrift Thick that really enjoys this mascara. So that is what that mascara looks like. It's just a little short stubby thing. Finally picked up the Moroccan Oil Fragrance Mist that's supposed to be able to be used for the hair and body. Since I love the body lotion so much, I can't get enough of this fragrance. I love the scent of their hair products so much that I bought the lotion in my last haul and now the body spray in this one. So this smells identical to their hair products. If you love them as much as I do, this is delicious. So delicious. Speaking of Bite, I also have this soft matte lipstick in the shade Sugar Buns. It's one of their Power Move lipsticks. It's kind of hard to swatch because it's almost like a silicone-y, like a dimethicone sort of matte, but that is a swatch of it there. It's just a very pale kind of nude, pinky nude kind of shade, but that looks beautiful. This could totally be something that I could wear on a daily basis. I also have this little freebie too. This is from Rare Beauty. It's the Gratitude Balm in the shade Thankful. The Gratitude Dewy Lip Balm in the shade Grateful. And that is interesting packaging. Let's see here. Oh, it's a teeny little guy here. I haven't swatched this yet, so let's see what this one's all about. So this one's more of just a straight up nude, and then the Bite one is more of like a pinky nude. Let's see. Yeah, and it does have more of a balmy finish to it as well. So it's got a nice sheen. Maybe I'll toss that on after I take off this lip product, or after this one absorbs in, I'll toss this one over the top. This was sent to me for free from Dermalogica from the Octoly website. This is their Circular Hydration Serum. It's supposed to be a long-lasting hydration, and I just barely started getting into skin serums. This is fantastic. I only use like 2, sometimes 3 drops if I'm feeling super parched, but I have super crazy dry skin. I noticed if I use this in combination with my Clinique face lotion, I feel 100 times more hydrated the next morning. And then they also sent me this as just a little freebie. This is crazy. This is the Dermalogica Multi-Active Toner. It's a refreshing hydrating mist. And I've actually been using these in combination together, and my skin feels really good the next day. It almost has a glow to it, which is strange. But this, when you spritz it on, it's a toner that you can spritz onto your face, or you could spritz it into like a cotton round or something. But when you spritz it on the face, it almost has this foaming effect. It is so weird, but I kind of like it. So I've really been enjoying this, and this one's going to take me a very long time to use up. I was going to repurchase I was gonna buy like a backup of it during the sale, the VIB sale, but I was like, this has over 8 ounces of product. It's gonna be a minute before I'm out. So maybe I'll pick up one of these during the November VIB sale, but I've really been enjoying that toner. Oh my gosh, I totally forgot about the major items. So I've never purchased an Anastasia Norvina palette before in my life. And I've had my eye on this, the purple one. What collection number is it? Number 5. So I finally bit the bullet and got this guy. I've heard amazing reviews about this. Nothing but rave reviews. So this palette is gorgeous, by the way. So that is what the palette looks like there. And I have some purples underneath my eyelashes today. I'm gonna hold this upside down so you don't have a massive glare, but that is what volume 5 looks like. This is stunning. I've only dabbled in this probably 2 times, so we'll just leave it at that. But look how beautiful those colors are. I'm really happy with this, and these glitters are insane. So that purple has the coolest sheen to it, and it's probably not going to show up, but that is the glitter. That is straight out of the pan, and I swiped it. I don't have anything on my skin right now, no primers or anything. That glitter is crazy. I'm very excited to play around with this one some more. Maybe I'll do like a get ready with me or something. And then I was eyeballing the number 5 and they just released the brand new one, the volume 6. So I was like, okay, fine, I'll get it. So this is what pushed my order over into the, oh my goodness, I really didn't expect to spend that much, but I'm very happy I did. And I feel like these palettes are really sturdy, heavy duty. Mine didn't break in shipping, which I was extremely worried about. But this one is the one that's like crazy pigments and glitters. So that is what this one looks like here. I'll let you kind of take a peek. And the glitters in this one too are just insane. They're like duochrome glitters. They're really cool. So there is that one right there. That is like a duochrome kind of shifting shade, and then that one is the blue glitter. It's got like teal. Wow, it's stunning. They are stunning glitters. I'm very excited to play around with this palette, and this green one especially right there in the center. It's not even showing how bright it is in person, but these are so beautiful. They did take a little learning curve. I did play with them 2 or 3 times, and they're a little bit different than a regular eyeshadow, but I think it's because these are the pigments. So I just need to play around with them a little bit more. I've literally dabbled in this one maybe 3 times. So super beautiful palette. Let me know if you guys have picked up any of these before, or if you're like me and you're just kind of curious about them, but you never picked them up. I also have 2 items here from Chanel. I just went to Texas, and when we were coming back from Texas, my husband picked me up 2 of these. So I have the Coco Mademoiselle Oretwalette Vaporizer Spray from Chanel. It's the 1.7 fluid ounce. That is what the bottle looks like. This smells so beautiful. It kind of reminds me of Dior Blooming Bouquet fragrance. Oh, it's beautiful. It is beautiful. I really like this one a lot. And then I also have one of the Rouge Allure lipsticks. It's their high intensity lip color. It's super concentrated in shade number 858 Royal Rouge. And these are refillable. So you can just buy the refills. You just get one of the cases and then you can swap out the lipsticks if you want. So my lipstick's a little dirty. So that is the lipstick there, and then you push on it and the top pops out. And like I said, this is shade number 858, I think it was. I actually wore this over Ruby Woo, the bright red lipstick from MAC. We're at like a little banquet thing, but this is a nice, balmy, super pigmented, very soft feeling lipstick. So that is it right there. Now I have 3 red lipsticks. I don't like having more than 2 or 3 in my collection because I don't ever wear them. I have to have a special occasion to wear them, but this one feels so nice and so soft and balmy and hydrating that I could see myself using this one just a little bit more than on the rare special occasion, you know? Oh, and I almost forgot. I do have one last perfume here that was purchased recently. Gotta hustle like I go to work, but this is from Coco. This is the Eau de Parfum Julieta Parfum. And open it up, and that is what it looks like there. I really like this fragrance. The notes on the back, it says green apple, pink tulips, vanilla orchid, and amber. So I did finish off a ton. I can't get this out right now, but I have to go to work. So this is what the perfume looks like there. This is the green one. It has a really nice like appley scent, I think. And I'm not normally like a fan of apple, but it's almost like a pear. It smells more like a pear apple scent than just straight up green apple, but this is a really nice soft fragrance. So anyway, I need to go to work. So I really appreciate you guys watching. Let me know what you picked up at the Sephora VIB sale, and I will see you in the next one. Bye.